So the following overview is just of using Salesforce to track your sales opportunities or the quotes that you're working on. When you log in, we look up here and we see the tabs that are available to us. And we see the last tab is opportunities. We can go ahead and we can select that opportunities tab. And if I have a brand new sales opportunity coming in, I can select the new button and that opens up the form for us. And what I recommend is every data object that or a new entry that we have to put into the system, we have to name it. And typically, what I do on the opportunity is I would give it the name of the company, and then I might look at it as a location or a job description, and then maybe a product. So that could be an example of how we name it. Then we look at the accounts itself. So let's say that this happens to be with Kiera. I can look it up. I've loaded a lot of accounts into your system. So we want to definitely make sure we're looking to see if the account's in there. What type is it? And in this particular case, I can say that it's a pre-drilling opportunity. Close date is when you think the customer is going to tell us we won the project. And the stage, if we're working on the bid, we'll call it qualification. If we've actually got the proposal, we'll put the proposal stage in there. If we know the amount after we've done the proposal, we'll put the amount in there. And then we can put a nice long description about this particular opportunity. I can save it. And then once I've completed saving the opportunity, there's a couple next actions that we want. One is we want to add contact roles. So when I come over here and I say, hey, let's add the contact roles, and then we take a look. If there are people related to this particular account, contacts related to Kiera, they'll show up here automatically. If we don't see any, what we can do, I would hold the my control key down and click on the Kiera. It opens up the record for Kiera for me. And then once I've opened up the record, I would go to what they call the quick links. So I can see up here and I can see related contacts. And then I can select my related contact. Again, it's blank, top right hand corner, new contact. And then we can come in here and we can put in a contact that we want to put into the system. So somebody that's associated to it. Then I save it. Now that particular contact is always going to be related to Kiera, and we can see test user. Now when I go back to the opportunity, and then again if I'm in Kiera, I can look over here directly at the opportunities and then see here the opportunities that I've been building. In this particular case, I know I have it open in another tab. Now when I come back to add a contact role, it'll come up and we'll say, hey, there's my test user, and I can select that test user as the person that I want to associate it with. The other thing that we want to do if it comes up is partners. So let's say that this particular partner here happened to be Arnett Burgess A&B Oil Field. We can go ahead and we can say select, and now we put them in as a partner on that side of it. So we want to track 2, 3, 4 people that we have. Then when we create the files, or the, the quote, then we come over here and we upload the quote. So we can come in, select the file, and upload the quote accordingly, and then save it. So I can come over here and I could say, hey, this is the what I want to upload here, and then say done. And then at that point, we happen to be done. The last step, which can be a little bit tricky here, is it always is going to come in here as opportunity owner is going to be the person who created it. So if I'm inside or on project management and I create the opportunity, we want to assign this to our outside person, Colin. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to make Colin the owner of this. And now he has gone and he can go in and say, look at my opportunities, and he can follow up on these and see what the status of the opportunity is. So again, we come over to opportunities, we select a new opportunity, we fill out the body of the opportunity, we pick our stage. Once it's closed, we add our contacts. If that contact is not there, we add the new contact. We add any partners that we might be dealing with, other construction companies, engineering companies, so on and so forth, and then we attach our files. And if you see anything in there, any additional fields you'd like to have, just let me know and I can add them accordingly.